Welcome to episode 5 of Yikes, we Chillin. We're taking a mission into the bushes tonight, so sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice, and strap in.
Thirsty, eh?
Don't know what would give you that idea.
Episode 5, hey?
Yeah, it was a bit of an impromptu one. I won't lie to you.
Yeah?
Last night I was at a gig.
Okay.
I see a pretty. It was a fucking sick show.
Yeah?
Shout out to fucking Chillin and the WB Book Club. They're at Meow last night. It's fucking kick ass. Yeah, and I was at the show and I fucking get a call.
Yeah?
Hello? It's our producer Zach saying that, Michael, where the fuck are you? We haven't got a subject for episode 5.
Yeah?
I'm thinking to myself, oh, fuck. I'll be back as soon as I can. I end up going back to the cribby. We jump on a call, and here we are.
Yeah.
So, do you know why we're here, Mouse?
I don't know, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Well, today is all about the great outdoors.
The great outdoors.
We love I love trees.
Same.
I mean, just, you know, nature,
Getting out there.
the grass. Harken back to episode 1. The fucking, in the bushes. In the bush. Oh, there's me with dreads. In the bushes.
Back when, hey?
Where are we?
I don't know what to say to
Where
that.
are we?
We're in the studio?
In the bushes.
Oh, God.
What is that?
It's the bush.
The bushes. So, did you know I was a scout, Mouse?
What?
No, I was a scout for 8 years.
8?
Ages from 8 to 18. Well, 17 technically, but basically 18.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was, made it all the way up to Venturers, which is Teenager Scouts, which is further
Okay.
than most.
Yeah?
Yeah, so, I mean, I got a few tales, a few anecdotes
Yeah.
from my years of scouting.
How does the scout system work? Like,
It's literally just, okay, so there are 2, 3, 4, like 5 levels of scouting, because it's like, they try to jump, like, lump kids in,
Oh,
like, with
okay.
their age range, for obvious reasons. So there's Kias, which is, like, 5 to 7.
okay.
And then there's Cubs, which is 7 to 10.
Yeah.
And then there's Scouts, which is 10 to 15. And then there's Venturers, which is 15 to like 18. And then there's Rovers, which is like 18 up. Those are
Okay.
basically the adults that use, you know, Scouts as an excuse to go camping and have some beersies.
Got ya.
But yeah, now I made it up to Venturers.
Yeah?
Did you, and it was like, I personally, I think, you know, if you ever want to get into scouting, right, I'd recommend it. It's fun. Like, I've made some lifelong friends,
Yeah.
and like, it was, you know, gangster camps, gangster stories, not so gangster stories. Met some people that I don't like,
Yeah?
but like, you know, that comes with anything.
Yeah. I mean, you're always going to have those people which you clash with and that you just don't get along with. And then you get those people who you just go, hell yeah.
Exactly, yeah. No,
You know?
I found my people, you know.
Yeah.
So okay, so what's the sort of stuff that you would be doing in the Scouts? Like, run me through it. How does it...
Okay, well, we had a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so there was the shit stuff. Knots. That sucked. We had to go, we did like, I hate sailing. That's what, I really don't like sailing. Like big boats where somebody else is driving, gangster.
Yeah.
The sea, oh my gosh. No, I'm not much of a fucking Optimus yachter, eh?
Yeah.
Shit. We did Optimus yachting a comical amount because we had like a Sea Scouts troop 30 minutes out of town.
Oh, okay.
Good lord, I'm glad I wasn't a Sea Scout.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did a whole bunch of activities. We did fire safety as well. More fun than you think.
Okay.
Yeah, fire safety during like fire bans was a little funny. We did like shooting.
Oh, okay.
Firearm safety, badge work, a whole plethora of things. We'd be here for an entire episode listing them all.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask you, Mouse, do you camp very much? Are you very outdoorsy? I have the feeling that you are.
I'm outdoorsy, yes, but I don't go camping.
No, that's understandable.
I live in a lifestyle property.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up on a farm.
Oh, yeah?
Always outdoors,
Yeah.
in my gumboots, get my feet dirty, that sort of stuff. Like, yeah, I haven't gone camping though. I used to pitch a tent in the backyard.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, stayed one night on a boat. Went camping on a boat.
Camping on a boat?
Yeah.
Did the boat not have like beds and cabins and shit?
No. No.
What?
So it was just a little, somewhat tiny-ish boat. And we just sailed out, motored out, dropped anchor, cooked, swam.
That sounds fucking lovely.
Slept, woke up the next morning and drove back to the shore and harboured up and went back inside.
Oh, man. Okay. Actual reset time. Motherfucking I love this thing. I don't know why you gave it to me. Fuck! Okay.
This episode has just gone off the handles.
Good Christ. Okay, camping.
It's progressively... Okay.
It's like it's not normally this bad, is it?
What the fuck?
Is my shit fucked up? No, it's not.
Bro, you got like a bus.
It's not bad. Segway. At Scouts, we really loved taking like a comical amount of snacks on camps.
Okay. So when you went on camp, what would you pack?
What would I pack? I genuinely would pack a pair of togs. If we normally camped at a place with like next to a river, so normally a pair of togs.
Yeah.
If it was like a 3-day camp, a pair of togs, 4 pairs of undies, and then like a shirt, and then my like hoodies and like rain jackets. Then I'd bring like sleeping gear. I'm not much of a sleeping bag kind of guy.
No.
So like I'd fucking just rock the blanket on the bed mat. I'm just blanket, pillow. I'd simply just cope if I got a little wet. It was
interesting.
Mm-hmm. And then the rest, like where all of my other clothes would be, were snacks. Good lord. We'd pull up with like fucking. We had a whole Raro problem. We'd eat like a comical amount of Raro every camp. Like I'm talking between 5 Scouts, at least 30 packets. We fucking like.
What?
Like the holy stuff. We didn't even drink it. We ate it. And then like one time I fucking lit it up on a spoon like it was fucking heroin. It's still stuck to that spoon to this day.
Do Do you still have the spoon?
I biffed it. I biffed it at a campsite, but last time we were there, I found it.
The spoon's still there.
Yeah, I did it when I was 15. Oh man, you know, scouts have camping competitions. They
Camping competition.
they assess us on like camping.
What, like how tidy the camp is?
It's like a whole thing. So scouts from like in like one zone. So like in New Zealand we've got like scouting zones,
Okay.
and like say there would be like 5 like scouting troops in a zone.
Yeah.
So like our zone would all get together in this fucking barren, like the most barren field ever. And this one camping comp, it was just so fucked up, we had to like stop and like we had to evacuate because of the weather. It was cause, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the basic premise of camping competition. It's exactly what it sounds like. We have all of the leaders be judges. We'd set up our camps and like would get rated on specific things. So meals, camp tidiness,
Yeah.
and then like, you know, if people were being dickheads, as well as there were optional things like there was a gate award, which
Gate award?
Yeah, you'd have to, because with the campsites they'd rope it off and like give you like a designated section. They'll give you a section and then you put up like these like pins and rope it off. You'd rope off your campsite and you'd leave the site like, you know, a bit for you to walk through.
Okay.
You weren't allowed to step over the ropes for some reason. Nobody listened. But and on these, like, you could choose to, they give you a bunch of rocks. I swear to fucking God. Turn off that Omni. Turn off the, give me the fucking watch. No, give it to me. Give me the fucking watch.
I'll give you that
Give me
instead, there you go.
give me the motherfucking, give me your motherfucking watch. God, motherfucker. Anyways.
I was coming back. Yes, the rope.
Anyways. They'd give us like a bunch of sticks and ropes. Yeah. And they'd be like, yo, whoever can make the best gateway gets a special award. And like they had like a whole, I'm pretty sure it was a trophy. It was either a trophy of like chocolates or like, yeah, like a bag of Mars bars. But this one particular camping comp, we set everything up. We were determined to win, okay? We were animals. I had my main man cooking up his famous scrambled eggs over the campfire.
Yeah.
You know, I copied him, I stole his technique, and the leader walked past for breakfast, like on his way to a different campsite, and he was like, good technique, Michael. Very unique.
So what was the technique?
You get the pan, the spatula, and you pull back the eggs. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You pull it back so it doesn't stick to the pan, and it gets like a nice, like a, I don't know, it just cooks them through real well. Get a little salt and pepper. They ate that shit up. So, anyways, I'll cut to the chase of the story.
Yeah.
Normally camping comps are like 3 days long, right?
Okay.
One there for setting up, and then like the next day the camping competition starts. The whole day you got to be on point, and then for most of the second day you still got to be on point, and then by the end of the second day it's like they have like a ceremony where they're just like, yo, and this troop fucking wins camping comp, and this troop gets the cooking award, gateway award, etc. But the morning of the second day of this camping comp, I'm fucking tucked up in my tent with the bros with a, you know, 3-way spoon type of thing, and
Lovely.
and we hear just this massive crashing sound, and like a crash and like a tear like of a tent, and we were like, what the fuck, what's going on? And then we heard one of the leaders, like one of the top judges, being like, okay, we're gonna have to get you guys out of here. Like he cracked open our tents. Guy busts into our tent, says we have to get the fuck out of there, and it's because trees were falling on us. Why were the trees falling on us? Because there was a bank right above our campsite with trees on it. It was wind. Wind go burr. Tree go onto our supply tent. Could have been our tent, but it wasn't. Yay!
There you go.
So we fucking out of there.
Skedaddle.
We tore the campsite down, lickety split. Yeah. Okay, I got a question for our live audience / crew.
Yeah.
If you had to go on like if you were getting the fuck out of here, just going into the bushes, what would you bring?
3 things.
Yeah.
Both.
Okay. The first thing
Number
is
1.
a passport.
Understandable.
The second thing
Okay.
is a life jacket.
Uh-huh.
And the third thing is an inflatable flamingo.
Good God, so true. For the famous bush airport in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Hell yeah.
Wait, the motherfucking, what of the day? Oh, wait, it's the motherfucking word of the day. Now, so, basically, so we forgot last episode, in all its glory, we forgot a word of the day, didn't we, Zach? And we were planning last night. What the fuck? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna make up for it? I thought yes. So our word of the day, I'm gonna split it up. Okay, just out of nowhere. This reminded me of last week's word of the day, which was it's ganja. That's what. Do you know what ganja means?
Ganja.
Weed. Anyways. Do you have any weird encounters with the fucking great outdoors, Mouse?
There was this one time I was camping outdoors. I was like 4 at the time. You know, I had to tend the backyard sort of thing.
You're a wee lad.
Wee lad, and I thought, oh, this will be fun. It was just me, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I had a little Casio watch. You push the button and it lights up. So I was like, oh, it's 2. I'm lying there, and there's a slight breeze, and there was this morepork outside, and they scream.
I haven't heard of...
You know how loud they are? Yeah, can we get a sound? Is that possible? Hold on. You hear that?
I mean, I've only heard it from a distance. I haven't, like, gone up to a morepork.
So, a huge tree, they're perched in the tree, and my tent's underneath the tree. Scared the living daylights out of me.
Yeah.
So, nah, stuff that, pulped back inside.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because I always thought moreporks went, but like, just this standard morepork sound.
Morepork!
Yeah. Not this terrible screeching sound that they made. It scared me. Yeah, I was only a wee lad. I didn't know. So I scurried back inside and went to bed in my nice warm sheets.
That's fair. Nature, animals are kind of fucked up. Just, they should have laws, I think.
How would that work?
The fucking, the high judge of the fucking Morepork court would be like, you call in a noise complaint, and then the bird's like, fuck. Oh shit, not another fine.
What are they... Okay, so what would they be paying with?
Motherfucking seeds. Come on. I think it's a sound plan. We've just got to train all
all
the moreporks in well enough in our judicial system where like one of them can confidently be like an enforcer without our guidance. I think it's doable. Go to the zoo. I think we can make it happen.
Zoo?
Yeah. A bunch of animals just in cages doing nothing. Why not run some tests?
Because that doesn't sound dodgy at all.
Nah. I'm a zoologist.
You're a zoologist
Mhm.
now.
Doctorate in monkey. Do you know one time, it was me and the lads from Scouts.
Okay.
We were this was like right after we'd all finished Ventures for the year, and it was our like just before we were done because we were all buggering off to uni within the next couple of months. So we were like, shit, let's have one last camp. We'll rent out a campsite and we'll we'll camp up where we have all of our had all of our Chief Scout camps and stuff.
Yeah.
And and have some beers and just have a good time. It was wonderful. It was sound. We parked up all of our wagons in a circle, and we threw up our tents, and it was fucking sick. We had a campfire going, and this campsite's laid out weird. It's so to get into it, it's like paddock with cows, paddock with cows campsite. So it was weird,
Okay.
real weird, and like there was a whole drive that you had to do. It was like a 3-minute drive, trying to like cut
the
through.
paddocks?
Yeah, exactly. Open the paddocks without letting any of the balls out.
Okay.
And we decided in one of the empty paddocks, one of my friends, he had this real fucked up fucking Demio. He had this fucked up like late 90s Demios, the fucking box cars, and he loved to just beat the ever living shit out of this little Demio. And so he was like, oh fuck, there's a perfect racetrack opportunity 2 paddocks over. Let's go whip the fuck out of the Demio.
Yeah.
So we go there. We jump in the vehicle. He fucking no, fucking car noises and stuff. It was gangster until we stopped. I jumped out.
Yeah.
And cause he only took us he took us one at a time because he didn't have any back seats for whatever reason.
Oh, okay.
And I think the back seats were laid down for like a bed so you didn't have to tent or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then I jump out and somebody else jumps in and he starts beating the shit out of his car.
Yeah.
Right? And then my friend comes in with her car and then they start fucking going around in circles together in 2 different cars. It's fucking great. Until we stopped, I noticed the tire was hanging off of the axle of his car and he pulled up and it was fucked. I've never seen a tire that was more fucked up in my life.
Yeah.
It was it was so beaten that it was like drooping. Have you ever seen a tire droop? Now, it was like a wet shirt. It was like a wet shirt. It was just like fucking hanging.
I haven't had anything like that. I've had my 2 front tyres point that way.
I think I remember this.
Yeah, on my buggy.
That was fucked up.
That was fucked up.
Can we get a picture of the buggy?
Yeah, there it is there. That's pretty munted, eh?
What caused that, Mouse? Enlighten us.
Just went over a little, it was a rut, came that way and we drove in and just must have been the angle that we hit it and it snapped the control arm so that way the wheel just turned whatever way it wanted to.
That's fucked up.
I know. So it was a mission to get it out though.
Yeah.
Because you can't drag it because the wheel ain't really attached. We ended up getting a crane and driving the crane down this hill, lifting the front of it off and then towing it up to the top where it was flat, where then we could attach, we stropped it by the roof and pulled it by the roof up into the back of the truck.
Wait a fucking second. Hold on. Wait. A crane?
Yeah.
In your paddock?
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you guys have a crane?
Oh, it's on the back of a truck. Like a crane. It's a truck, flatbed truck with a crane on the back. So you see, it's got like the bed there, and then you got the crane up there.
Oh, silly me.
Yeah.
Anyway, how could I not see it there? Fuck.
But yeah, that's the worst I've seen a tyre.
Yeah. No, it was fucked up.
Yeah.
We ended up just laughing at him. He had to use the fucking space saver tires that you can only go 80 k's on, which I thought was a little funny.
Yeah.
But then as we were going back, I fucking oh shit, I can't find my phone. I couldn't find my phone at all. Fuck, I'm freaking out, and I'm a little drunk. So we turn, and we decide to take an elite crew to go track down my phone.
Yeah.
4 of us jumps in the car. Now, Jaden was like, my friend who was whipping the shit out of his Demio was like, well, I can't be fucked. You go back and look for it. So we jump in one of the other bro's cars.
Okay.
And the other bro, we jump in his vehicle.
Uh-huh.
We go out.
Yeah.
We start scouring. Until something that wasn't on the way back, we get to a roadblock of 5 cows just piled up in the road, and they weren't budging.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't. We got, like, with the car was this table's, like, width away from these cows.
Wow.
And they weren't budging. These
Just
were some ballsy
didn't care.
fuckers. And we just, like, we were actually, like, all skitzing out. We were all pissed. Well, except for the driver. We were all pissed, and we were like, fuck! Fuck, these cows are gonna get us! So we're rolling up the windows and locking the doors because we think they can open the doors. and we drive through this paddock.
Yeah.
And then we have to get to the gate where, like, one of us has to get out and open it.
Yeah.
They're like, Michael, well, it's your phone. And I gather up all my courage.
Yeah.
I get out of this vehicle. I've never unlocked the gate faster in my life. I fucking, boom! It's open. Speed through. No, I don't even let them drive through. I just go, fuck it. I for some reason I left the gate open, even though we weren't supposed to, like, leave them open for the cows.
Yeah.
And I run, like, I go, I look, like, I don't look. I just walk over, look in the general direction of where we were whipping the Demio. Can't find it. Ran, closed the gate, jumped back in the car, back to the campsite. And we were, like, all genuinely skitzing out about these cows, like, getting us. We're like, fuck! Get in the car! Get in the fucking car! And we go back to this campsite, right? And all throughout the rest of the night, first of all, they followed us back to the campsite, which was dodge. Closed the gate, and then, the gate for the actual campsite was a fucking rope and string.
Okay.
And we all throughout the night, we heard the cows, like, they do this thing where they scream, and they've always done that, right? It's just like, for some reason, the cows are like, ah, let us out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that particular night, we were fucking freaking the fuck out because these cows were like, oh.
Yeah.
And then we were like, fuck. That was my fucked up cow story. You know, I'm going for another rant. Rant warning. I motherfucking hate tramping, bro.
Okay. Yep.
I hate it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, no disrespect if you like walking in nature. But like, for us as scouts, they were like required for, no, it was for venturers. It was like required to get, you know, gold, bronze, silver, gold.
Yeah.
Really good award. And I did everything. I did fucking everything. But good God, not the tramps. I went on one, considered easy. My lazy ass was behind like, and that was like, that was simple. And I just find, like, I don't see that, I don't see the appeal of walking up fucking dirt tracks in the bush.
Yeah.
Right? I can go to the bush. I like being in the bush. I don't like walking up hills in the bush because it sucks. Camping in the bush, I can do camping in the bush because it's cool.
Just end a pearl there and then you won't have a problem.
So true. But there are also, like, you can just, like, drive to spots with, like, equally good views.
Yeah.
Like, I've driven to a lot of manageable spots where it's like, yeah, this is a beautiful view. But
Best place you've been?
best place I've been? Oh, man. driving down here, driving down to Wellington. I just always love driving through the Rimataka Ranges.
Oh.
Because it's just like this big kind of like, it's just like roads, but like the roads are hidden. And like, I don't know, like and it's just like, you get like a glimpse into just this massive canyon, or like this like,
It's huge valley.
it's like it's like a gorge. And it's just beautiful. It's just green
Yeah.
and trees and, I just stare out the window. It's like,
Okay.
And there are pit stops there. You can sit, you can chill. Haven't done that before. I would like to though.
Yeah.
Because, I normally, my whānau doesn't like stopping in the middle of the Urumatakas, which I feel like is understandable.
Yeah.
I think I know what we can do.
What can we do?
Do you have any questions for us, Zach? Questions for the time? You need to we're wild animals. You need to lasso us back in line.
Indeed, I was just looking at camping questions.
Shoot, we're ready.
I have a list here. Discussions for the table. Would you rather, this is for both of you, would you rather camp on the beach or in the mountains?
Mountains.
It's a good one. That's a tricky one for me. I would say. Now, when you say the mountains, do we mean like drive to get there or walk? That's gonna sway my decision very heavily.
Let's just say
You end a pearl there.
it's purely based on the location. If you were just teleported there,
Boom. Fucking mountains.
Gangster.
Gangster views,
Yeah.
trees and shit. It's just camping, but better.
And you don't have all the beach noises at night when you're trying to sleep.
I find the beach very soothing though. Only thing swaying me from picking the beach, sand.
Yeah, it gets everywhere.
I hate sand. It's rough and it's coarse and it gets everywhere.
next question. Do you prefer camping in an RV or a tent?
Tent.
And this is just by ourselves?
Does your answer change whether you're on your own?
Yeah,
Definitely,
true.
yeah. Definitely. I would definitely take a fucking like motorhome or like a recreational vehicle if it was by myself. Cause my family has a massive my parents are both big into motorhoming and caravans and shit, and they're part of like a whole society.
The motorhome club society.
The motorhomers association.
Yeah.
And it's cool, it's awesome. Like, go there. Fuck. Being trapped in a caravan with your family for 4 days straight, having to sleep less than 3-4 meters away from them. Nah.
Yeah.
I miss God, you just don't get any space to yourself. But like if it was like a motorhome where I didn't have to sleep on the couch, hell yeah. Fucking gangster. But like mainly tents. If it was a camping scenario with other people, tents.
Yeah.
You're a tent man through and through, Mouse.
Tent if I'm just by myself, but I reckon if I've got someone with me, family, friends, whack up in the RV.
That's understandable. But
bit more comfort.
yeah. I'm just a comfort glutton and I don't like sharing my comfort, my creature comforts with anybody else. Do you have any more questions for us, Zach?
I do. If you could camp anywhere in the world next weekend, where would you choose?
Fuck. That's a really good one. Anywhere in the world. I'd like to camp somewhere just batshit, like, just where you could just, like, one wrong move and you just fucking cark it. The Amazon rainforest. That'd be fucked up. That'd be fucked up how cool that would be. But no, I'm talking if we got shots. Right, we got the fuck room. Vaccinated, yeah. Or like a tropical island. Could be lovely.
I'm still trying to process,
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in...
The moon.
Imagine posting up on the moon.
It's not on the world.
Shut up! Don't crush my dreams.
I reckon the Chatham Islands.
Yeah, I actually island camping could be fun.
Because the thing is like, I don't think you can beat New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to go overseas and go camping. So I reckon Chatham Islands would be quite cool.
Yeah, that's fair. Easter Island. I've always just wanted to go to Easter Island as well. Yeah, so camping on Easter Island, just amongst all of kind of the fucking statues. Tent, bought a fucking hammock between two of the heads. Okay.
Lovely.
You know what we could do while camping on an island?
What's that?
Use our motherfucking word of today, the day. The motherfucking, it's word. Good God, what have you given
It's
us?
the other way around.
The motherfucking, word of the day. Christ. It's, the second word of the day. Do you have any guesses? It's to do with this episode.
Something bush related?
Something you can do in the bush. Let me pull up. Oh, fuck. The word of the day today is frolic.
Frolic?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what frolic means? Frolic means to play or move about in a cheerful and lively way. So I would like to frolic amongst the statues on Easter Island. That's a sentence. You know, for any of you that didn't know frolic, you're so welcome. Good God.
Brightens up my day.
Mm-hmm. You know, you can tell I did a lot of research for that one. Look alive, soldier. I've got a story to tell. Take us way back to fucking
I'm too tired to do this.
2016.
Do you want me to fill in for you?
Yeah, can we tag team?
Okay. I'd like to welcome to the set Zach, who's going to be filling into Mouse. Woo! Yeah! Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm shattered, bro.
He's shattered, bro.
Oh, you're a tired little guy, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, fuck it. Pussy. You know, back in my day, I used to run off of half an hour's sleep.
I'm not even no sleep, bro.
I've always, I can't function on like small amounts of sleep. Like 8 hours isn't enough for me. I need like 9, 10.
That's because you're a freak.
I used to be on this medication that made me sleep for 14 hours a day.
That's fucked up.
And I wouldn't get tired until like really late, like 3 a.m. So I'd pass out at 3 a.m. and I'd wake up as the sun is setting. And it was horrible. I just got no sun.
I always preferred I always preferred staying up. Like when I was like in year 10, I had like the most fucked sleep schedule ever. Like I'd stay up till 6, go to sleep at 6, wake up at 7:30, go to school, and do the same thing the next day.
I see.
Yeah, I used to chill on that 1.5 hours sleep, and I'd just be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you did that for like extended periods of time?
No, I did it for...
Or you like catch up on the weekends?
I'd sleep in on the weekends. Like, I'd still stay up till 6. Just like, I'd sleep in. Because my parents
What did you do until then?
I don't know, like I just watch shit. YouTube, fucking Netflix, just shows. Johnny Test was a big one, actually. You remember Johnny Test?
I'm aware of it.
The fucking talking dog.
Yep.
Bling Bling Boy. God, I love that show.
Shout out to Bling Bling Boy,
Bling Bling Boy, my man. Fucking, let's get a picture. Oh.
Max is like passing out behind the camera.
Jesus.
So shattered, man.
I don't
Do
think...
you want to have a little nana nap?
Yeah, dude, do you want to... Do you
Have a
actually
little
want
nana
to...
nap.
Do you want to have
There's
a
a
sleep
beanbag if you want to pass out.
But have a sleep, dude.
I can
seriously.
chuck you the Yikes We Chillin blanket.
The famous
famous-
Yikes We Chillin blankie.
We have it for this eventuality. Luckily, I didn't anticipate this happening. So I have prepared a couple of stories.
Fucking awesome. Go.
This is
Hold on.
the Mouse and Zach podcast. No, wait,
The
what's your
Michael-
name? The Michael
I'm
and
Michael.
Zach podcast.
Fuck you, mouse. You've got to replace me.
Oh no, I feel like I need another blanket now. Hang on, no, I got something.
I'm gonna steal this blanket. Oh yeah, getting cozy, spooky style.
This is the aubergine costume from episode 3. Oh, get comfortable.
Am I the shot next? I'm trying to
Get real comfy, y'all.
trying to get cozy.
Oh yeah, that
Can we bring this forward a little bit to be like a campfire?
we can bring this forward. Do we want to adjust the lights?
Yeah, let's get. Wait, can we get like a more?
Yeah, give us
Warmer
something
tone.
cozy. I'll put the backlights on orange for us. Yeah, get real cozy at home. Make yourself a Milo.
Oh, Cadbury drinking chocolate is my preferred poison.
Oh, we've got buckets of that.
Buckets of it.
We have literal buckets.
Shut up, you! You should be sleeping. Shalom. He's out to it.
I'm shitting, man.
Well, we gotta be quiet then.
Okay, so do you know what a Weka is?
A wetter?
A Weka.
A Weka?
Yeah.
No.
I've got a story to tell you about Wekas. You know what Wekas are? What? Can you explain what a Weka is for the audience?
So I've got a story about this actually, as well, camping related, about Wekas.
Yeah, give us the abridged version.
Basically, they're these fucking really small birds, but
Ding.
they love stealing. They love stealing shit. So one time when I was on a school camp, I couldn't find my torch. Somebody had seen a Weka carrying a torch.
That's
and it
actually
walked into the bush.
so devious into the bushes.
That's what Wekas do. They live, they walk around, and they steal shit.
And they get devious.
So
And then they stick on Trade Me.
yeah, resale. The resale bird.
So I went on this camp. There was a school camp in the Abel Tasman National Park, which is there on the map. It looks like a kiwi. You can see
It looks a lot like Mike Tyson bludgeoning someone right now.
That's where I was camping.
Right.
I went there when I was 12, and it was like a week-long school camp. So we'd head down there on the Monday, and we'd get back on the Friday. While I was down there, we went to this place called Totaranui, I think that's what it was called. We were told to bring lunch for so at one of the campsites, they would feed us there, but at one of the campsites, we would have to supply our own food. And there was two groups, so Group A would start at one campsite, Group B would start another, and then we'd switch halfway through the week. So we had to have our lunch ready for when we went to the campsite that they wouldn't make food for us at. So we all brought our food, and there was this one kid who didn't know about the Wekas, and he had his food in his bag, and you know when you get to a campsite after a long day of trying to get there, and you're just like, dump it all,
the bag schlump.
sort of in that little area between, that's not quite outside the tent, but it's also not in the sleeping area. You put all your stuff there, you call it a day, and it'll be fine, it's protected from the rain. What else is there to worry about?
Nothing.
At night, the dead of night, pitch black, everyone's asleep. That's the one. Weka walks up to this guy's tent, and then just under what's the bit that goes over the top of the tent?
It's like a pun.
Yeah, sure. We'll call it the canopy. Under the canopy, there's a little gap where the Weka can slide in
and go through the door.
Yeah. The Weka scans, detects the open bag, has a little rummage, and only chooses one thing to take with it: the lunch bag.
The bro's lunch.
So, the reason we knew that it was a Weka and he just hadn't misplaced it is because the following morning we all woke up, and I'm not joking when I say this, sounds made up. There was a trail of Oreos going into the bush.
Wait, that's fucked up. Reverse Hansel and Gretel.
So wherever this Weka is now, it's.
Oh
sitting
wait, you
pretty.
didn't get it back.
No, it was gone.
Oh fuck.
The Weka just had those Oreos.
Devious.
Just dragged it off.
What happened to the brother? The brother star.
I can't remember. I think someone else like shared lunch with him. But God, I would not have liked to be him.
Oh no, that would have been great. I would have been cut up. I would have had.
I would have been sad.
Yeah, I would have
I
John
would've been
Wick.
sad.
I would have John Wick the entire Weka species type thing. Give me my Oreos. Baba Yaga. Boom, boom. I cracked it.
So that was a camp I went on in year 8. The last camp I went on, it was years ago. I really don't like going on camps.
Really?
That was never a thing I enjoyed.
Oh, that's fair.
Going to school, it just it's a thing you have to do.
Yeah, obligatory school
There's
camp.
no real way you can get out of it. The school says, we're going to do this. All the kids in the class are like, yeah, camps. And I'm like,
Oh, camps.
oh no. I want to stay home. Because I don't like being uncomfortable, Michael.
You do seem like a very, very big homebody.
I like sleeping in my bed for 14 hours a night.
Yeah. Smash back those fucking melatonin.
So if I
Line
go
by line.
camping, I want to make it as comfortable for myself as possible, which I learnt the hard way comes at a cost. So,
What the fuck? Oh, God. Okay.
in year 10, it was at the end of my year 10, we'd pretty much finished school at this point, and we had this camp at the end of the year. So at my school we have like these tutor groups, which is this group of people, students at the school, that you basically you meet with like pretty much every day, and you sort of go through school with that group of people, and you build a brotherhood.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Brothers.
on this camp, we were with our tutor group. So they're all people that I knew really well, had known them for years. And this was a 2-day camp, so it wasn't especially long.
Okay.
And this was out in a place called Catchment Valley,
Catchpool Valley.
which is over there.
Right.
And this was like a Duke of Edinburgh camp, so it had,
Okay.
it had standards, it had rules you had to follow to make it count for Duke of Edinburgh. So it was 2 days of tramping.
Yeah.
You know how horrible tramping is.
Fucking the worst.
And this was pretty rough, because for Duke of Ed we had requirements. We couldn't really make it too easy for ourselves. We had a specific distance we had to go, and we could have no assistance over that distance.
Okay.
We had to carry everything with us, including the tents. So, like, even though we had already, like, we started our first day's tramp at the campsite that we would have been camping at that night. We just did a big
Yeah.
loop.
Oh,
But
okay.
We had to carry everything with us. And because I like to be as comfortable as possible, I sort of over-prepared. And when you over-prepare and over-pack,
Oh.
and you have to carry everything,
That's not a particularly good mix.
it's not a particularly good mix. So,
You're carrying your like two kgs of silk bed sheets alone.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so I absolutely jam-packed this tramping pack with everything I could think of. I'm not joking when I say this, I had a kettle in my bag.
A fucking kettle.
Yeah.
For when you,
was like
obviously for the famous tea stops.
It was like because I needed boiling water. I figured I need boiling water to make my food at the end of the day. So I brought this like camping kettle, and it was a solid like, it's not.
Was it like the hobo stove type thing where you just pop it on the,
Yeah.
pop it on like the over the fire?
I mean, it's a camping kettle, but it's not light, and that's just an example because I was carrying a lot of stuff, and I'm not a strong guy. You see that? There's nothing there. It's like a twig and then a twig.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not especially athletic.
No.
And this tramp was quite steep terrain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here I was carrying a tramping pack about as heavy as me up a hill. It was 16 kilometers.
Bruno Mars like grenade dragging a fucking piano.
It was like 6 or 7 solid hours of tramping.
Fuck that.
Yeah. It was not fun. So we did the first day of tramping, and we had to do the same thing except on a different route the next day. At the end of the first day, people just kept on saying how pale I looked because I was straight up about to faint because I was not built for this kind of work.
Jesus.
Yeah, like I had to keep on stopping the group while we were tramping towards the end of the day. And I was like, I can't, can we just take 5? Because I was dying.
No, oh, fuck that.
Now, I wasn't the slowest in the group. I was like the second slowest. So, you know, there was I had a guy that I was sort of there with, and we helped each other to
Yeah, that's at least
keep
that's
putting
like-
one
yeah.
foot in front of the other. But I was not ready for the second day. I was like, I'm probably going to die tomorrow. So I woke up the next day.
And you couldn't stand.
I could pretty much. Everything was just painful. My whole body just hurt.
No, I know exactly. The fucking, the post, like, the mid-tramp suffering is just like where your whole body, you can feel your entire body. I'm fidgeting with the mic. Where you can just feel your entire body for some reason after walking all day. And it's just, I can't imagine, like, carrying, like, a comical amount of stuff.
I brought so much scroggin. Chocolate covered pretzels and then those white chocolate covered raisins. It was just chocolate and it just melted into this beautiful chocolatey mess. I brought like 4 bags of it, like 2 bags per day.
Were you going like Oprah, like you get a chocolate scroggin bag,
Yeah,
and you get a
because people saw me with this like bags full of chocolate and they were like, there is no way we're going to let this kid eat that on his own.
You know, we need to help him.
Yeah. So the second day of tramping rolls around. We had to pack up the campsite and then we had to carry it with us for the second day.
So wait, did you guys have to walk to the campsite initially? Or was it like a drive and then loop?
We took a bus to the campsite. We looped around, starting from the campsite and then getting back to it for day 1. And then we did the same thing, but on a different route for day 2.
Okay,
So
okay.
we would always end up at the campsite.
At least there was some variety to the walk.
Yeah. Yeah, if we were doing the same route again. I mean, at least we can predict sort of what's coming
Exactly.
and how far through we are. So the second day rolls around. I don't know what the route's going to be. We walk along this road for a good hour.
Yeah.
Like, it's just flat on this road. And then we get to the start of this
God.
driveway that goes up and around the corner. And we're like, okay, cool. It's a little driveway. We're going to go up there. So we start climbing this driveway. And we keep climbing this driveway. And we're still going. It is a valley that we were in to start. So we keep on climbing. 2 hours later...
Just a constant incline?
Yeah. And we had these vans filled with people occasionally passing
Right,
us.
that would have been the nail in the coffin for me.
I straight up...
How did you not just be like, no, I'm going back.
If I had any strength left in my body, I would have just beat the shit out of the people in that van.
You jumped the
Let
van.
me on!
Give me a fucking ride! Give me a fucking ride! No, cause I can't imagine that. Just like 2 hours of a consistent incline. That sucks.
Occasionally we would take breaks, but it was straight up 2 hours. So we finally get to... we can see it starting to level out, and we're like, no, don't give me hope. I know this.
No, yeah, don't do it.
It had done that before.
Don't give me
It
hope.
was like really steep, and then it was like flattening out. We're like, finally, yes. And then it's like, nope.
Yeah, it's just like you get to the flat, and then you just find a straight up fucking vertical. You're like,
just a cliff.
now it's time for rock climbing. Ah! Like, so I can't imagine, right, being the fucking sick fucking teachers. The teachers that are like, hey guys, so I've planned out this tramp. That's cruel and evil and also cruel, I think. You have to be a little sick in the head.
The thing is, there were requirements in the amount of elevation we had to climb for Duke of Ed as well.
Okay.
So it was the amount of distance and the amount of elevation that we had to go up. So it was all standardized, and I'm sure it was all perfectly laid out.
Yeah.
We had 2 teachers with us who I like to call Yin and Yang.
Yin and Yang.
We had Yin, who was this really nice lady. I forget her name, but she was one of the teachers from the school. She was really nice. She was really helpful. She would be the person I go to if I wanted someone to grab something out of my bag and couldn't be bothered unbuckling everything and taking it off. She was really nice. And then we had Yang.
You're a mean teacher for a tramp. Oh.
I wouldn't say mean. He was realistic, is what he would probably call himself. It was unhelpful. It was clear that he had climbed 1 million mountains in his life. He said on this walk, climbing Mount Everest is not that hard. You just keep on putting one foot in front of the other. I could probably do that. This man is battle hardened.
Yeah, is this a concrete pill kind of man?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking concrete pill, mate. Fucking duffing up, fucking.
Yeah, pretty much. But he was helpful to have around at the end of the day because he knew what he was doing. So we finally get to what was the actual top of this big hill we were climbing.
Yeah.
So Catchment Valley, just for reference, is just outside of Wellington. There's a bunch of hills over that way, like rows and rows of mountains.
Bunch of hills.
And we climbed up on this mountain and we figured out that we were actually on the 3rd row of hills that way. And we were so high up we could see the whole of Wellington across the harbour.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
And I was like, there's no way.
The realization of
that.
and the realization that you have to walk back as well.
Yeah.
It's like, cool, we're up here. Let's unpack, we can live here forever.
It was the weirdest moment of, wow, I can see my house from here.
Yeah. Oh, good God. I wouldn't be able to do that. I would have just folded.
Yeah, so that was the day 2. We finished the tramp. We got back to the campsite where the bus picked us up. We drove back, and that's the nicest feeling. If you get on a bus after you've done a bunch of tramping, you have no idea how fast buses are, man. As soon as you get on a bus, you're like, whoa. Like, it would have taken me 3 hours to walk back.
Yeah, you're just calculating the distance.
Like, I've never taken motor vehicles for granted since that.
Thank you.
Internal combustion.
Oh
yes.
Thank you, Pistons. Thank you, Nissan.
Thank you, Nissan. We get back home. I scoff down some Burger King when I get home.
That's great. I love it. Burger King.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go on any camps again. Certainly no tramping after that. I'm done. So I didn't go on any camping trips for the rest of my school career. But I honestly, when I got to the top of that mountain and I looked back on the whole of Wellington, it was such an amazing view. It's almost, not quite, almost worth it.
Almost, yeah. No, you know what would be what would make it worth it?
What's that?
You arriving there.
Yeah.
You know, I think that would
vans
be.
Were going
yeah, I was gonna
past
say
like...
that's actually the most fucked up shit. I couldn't imagine walking up a fucking steep ass hill and watching vans drive past every so often.
I just remembered. You know the worst part?
Fuck.
They waved.
No!
They were like,
No! Ah! I'm getting secondhand angry. I'm ready to slash some tires.
I have never considered murdering people. But if I ever see those faces again and I recognize them,
they're done.
I might not be able to stop myself.
And this is actually why Zach has a gun mounted up on the wall just behind the camera.
This is false information.
I got a shotgun shell for all of you.
But yeah, that's all my camping stories.
Fuck. Well, I mean, hats off.
Hats off
to you guys. Fuck Duke of Eds. Hats off for you all for making it through this episode. The semi-finale.
Semi-finale, yeah. So episode 6, we're doing something very special for the season finale of season 1. We're going to the sewer.
We're going to the sewer from episode 1.
Yeah, Mouse mentioned in the very first story on the very first episode of this season, he mentioned the story of going to a sewer. We're filming the episode in the sewer. It's going to sound horrible, so make sure you have your video on.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
It's going to suck, but I think it'll be fun.
I think we're going to get that for you because it's going to be a blast.
It's going to be wild.
We're going to have a great time. We'll chat some shit with some shit. And we'll see where that takes us. But thank you so very much for tuning in to episode 5 of Yikes We Chillin'. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, you know, and watch one of the other videos, episode 3 and 4. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Bye.
Farewell.
Have a good night. Bye.